Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back again to Cannon Fodder TV, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. It is now the evening show over here. Well, it's a few minutes after, we've done an Aubameyang, haven't we? We're like 7 minutes late on this one over here, evening show. There's a little bit of an addition to the morning show. We've got some Emile Smith Rowe news. Rather belatedly. Are we late? Yeah, we are a little bit late actually on that news. But we're going to be reviewing the news from the morning show on the evening show with a little bit of source of Emile Smith Rowe on this one. But join me on the other side of this music intro when we get into the nuts and bolts of Granit Xhaka. See you in a few moments. Yes, indeed. Welcome back again to Cannon Fodder TV, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. It's the evening show on Cannon Fodder TV. What you can do, it says it somewhere down here. It's here. It says just to click the like button. Just click the like button, but also come into the live chat and let me know your thoughts about Arsenal. Actually, maybe let me know your thoughts about the poll that we did. We did a poll in regards to the player of the season. I'll tell you what, I missed one player out. I missed one particular player out. But anyway, you can probably go in the platform, check it out, and let me know about the player who I missed out on. Anyway, half term, man. Anyway, anywho, I don't have my laptop still, so I'm just working on this this thing over here, and it's giving me all the Welcome back. Let's get into this one. So, Granit Xhaka from the morning show. Granit Xhaka. What did we say about Granit Xhaka the first time round? Now, I said towards the end of the morning show that I don't think that Granit Xhaka will be leaving. I don't think he will leave. Although Granit Xhaka breaks his silence after Mikel Arteta's transfer hit after coming up short, has been on the title race. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta is expected to reshape his squad ahead of the 23/24 campaign, and there could be some high-profile casualties. Granit Xhaka, in some sorts, breaks silence on his exit talks, has hinted that Arsenal fans will get an update on his future in the next week or so, in the wake of the speculation linking him with a transfer away from the club. And the midfielder maestro has been inspiring form for the Gunners this year, playing a pivotal role in the club's, almost getting the Premier League title, the first Premier League title in 20 years, but it didn't work out. It didn't work. It came up short. However, the Bundesliga side, by Leverkusen, are courting the Swiss international and are eager to strike an early summer deal. Now, Mikel Arteta expected to revamp his midfield options in the transfer window. Noises over Granit Xhaka's future has grown. And the man himself told fans that there would be news soon after Sunday's emphatic win over Wolves. And he's not going anywhere. I don't think he'll be going anywhere. But Mikel Arteta has made it clear that he's ready to make tough decisions for the good of the club this summer as Granit Xhaka edges closer to an Arsenal exit. Now, Bayer Leverkusen are sniffing around the midfielder who is believed to be open to return to Germany 7 years after he swapped the Bundesliga for the Premier League. Now, Arteta has been tipped to bolster his options in midfield after missing out on Moises Caicedo in January. With Brighton star and West Ham talisman Declan Rice on the summer wish list. Now, I want to carry on in the same vein from the morning show. I personally believe that he will stay for another season. That's right, you heard it here first. I just kind of gets the feeling, I can feel it in my bones, that Arteta might just ask Granit Xhaka to give him one more season. I think there's actually one more year he's got in his contract, which means he might end up leaving Arsenal on a free. But I don't think, I know it's all speculation so far, and even the news about, again, alleged that it was his wife who said, she wants to leave London and go back to Germany. And I think Xhaka has said actually it's not down to his wife and what she thinks. But I think Granit Xhaka will not be leaving Arsenal. And this is just my personal point of view. I think he will stay maybe one more season, which means that he will stay and probably leave on a free. But when you've got a manager who aligns himself so closely to certain players, especially Granit Xhaka, I feel it in my waters that Granit Xhaka will not be leaving and he'll be at Arsenal for one more season at least. I could be proven wrong. Then come and prove me wrong, Mr. Granit Xhaka and Mikel Arteta. But I think, something tells me that Granit Xhaka will stay one more season at Arsenal. I don't know. What do you think about that? Would you like Granit Xhaka to stay for one more season at Arsenal? Or do you think we have seen enough and it's best that he leaves on a high rather than a low? Yeah. Anyhow, let's go on to the second news segment. I can't remember. What was the second news segment? The second news segment was in regards to this gentleman here, Declan Rice. Seems to be dominating the news anyway, at least on Canal 4 TV. By Munich. He's been in communication with Bayern Munich. Who's the manager over there? Thomas Tuchel. Bayern Munich have thrown the race to sign Declan Rice this summer, wide open after the Mirror reports that the German chambers are launching a £95 million offer for West Ham midfielder. Rice will be allowed to leave the Hammers if their asking price is met, amid interest from the Premier League clubs, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United, and of course Chelsea. It's no surprise actually that Rice has actually said that he wants to the taste of Champions League football, and of course Bayern Munich have won the Bundesliga for 11th straight season, so it could be that he's going there, or he might come to Arsenal. Your guess is as good as mine, but Rice is expected to inform West Ham that his preference is to move to Arsenal this summer, but not at that price. The Guns want Rice to replace Granit Xhaka, who looks set to join Bayer Leverkusen, and that's according to the Daily Mirror. But £95 million, that is a lot of money. But I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to happen? Rice for £95 million? I did a video this morning. Not for me, not at that amount of money. And you might just say to me, well, actually, Alex, that is the going price. Not at £95 million. There is some news about the war chest. We do have some coppers to spend. £180 million is the war chest, speculated war chest. Now, if we're going to go in the market and spend half of that money on one particular player, I don't know how I feel about that. But I don't know. What do you think? £95 million for Declan Rice? Not for me. All right. The next news segment, I'll probably flag this up as a breaking news. Now, there's been 3 clubs, of course, get relegated: Southampton, Leeds, and Leicester City. James Maddison. Is it right time that we go into the summer transfer window and buy James Maddison ahead of Declan Rice? He wouldn't cost more than £15 million, so almost half the price. The thing is, I get the feeling that James Maddison is probably another midfielder who's got the skill set, quite a little bit creative, but not defensive minded. We need a defensive minded midfielder. I'm just asking the question. James Maddison will lead a 10-man Leicester exodus as 3 Premier League clubs eye up a deal for James Maddison. We're priced around £50 million. Tottenham, Newcastle, and Arsenal are among the clubs eyeing up the England midfielder, who go for around £40 million because he only has 1 year left on his current contract. But I'm asking a question. You could probably talk about Yuri Tillemans, but Yuri Tillemans, that would have happened a long time ago, but it could happen now. that Leicester City are now relegated. But James Maddison, is he the prize asset ahead of a Declan Rice? I'm just asking that question because that question needs to be answered. I don't know, man. I don't know. The other thing I want to talk about as well is the player of the season. Now, we have done a poll. We did the poll. What's the poll? The poll. Actually, there's two polls. There's two questions that we've put on the platform. Two questions. I want to go into it now and just see what people have been thinking. Yeah, what are you thinking? What were you thinking? So the first poll that we did, actually, no, we go right back. We'll go right back. Back. Yeah, your man of the match. I forgot about the game because I didn't even watch the game. I didn't watch the game. I was with my wife. We were out traveling around England, the Midlands. You could say, is it the Midlands, sort of? Yes. Leamington Spa, Coventry, Warwick, those areas there, not the coastal areas, but we enjoyed our time, so I didn't see the game. I kind of chipped in with my brother when he was doing the watch along. So, yeah, man of the match. Who was your man of the match? I just threw some names out, man. I might have got this completely wrong because I didn't see the game. We've got over 1,000 votes. Thank you for that, people. 30 thumbs up and only 3 comments, which tells me that I didn't respond to all the comments there. So these were the players I just kind of randomly just picked out of there. Granit Xhaka, Ødegaard, Saka, another player. Let's just asking the question. So, yeah, who was your man of the match? Anyway, at least on the platform, you have chosen Granit Xhaka. 86% of the votes went to Granit Xhaka. You horrible lot. You did it just to wind me up. Yeah. Other player got only at 2%. And locked in on 6% was Martin Ødegaard and Bukayo Saka. So, yeah, there you go. So, Granit Xhaka was your chosen man of the match. Didn't see the game. And then we asked a question. Saka to be sold? Oh, that upset a lot of people. A lot of people got upset about that question I put out there. Well, 840 votes. Thank you for that. 8 comments and 18 thumbs up. This one's a little bit more closer, actually. So to sell Granit Xhaka, choose only one. Straight yes or no. 46% of the votes said, are you hearty people? Hearty people. 46% say, no, don't sell Granit Xhaka. We've got to keep him. And 54% say, yes, sell him. Sell number 34. He never changed that shirt number, did he? Always stuck with the 34, as my memory serves me. He never changed his shirt number, 34, and counting. And then we asked the question, your player of the season. This is where I kind of left out one player. So the protagonists were Martinelli, Ødegaard, Ramsdale, Saka, and I forgot to put William Saliba. So your player, who's your player of the season? So far, 326 votes. Again, people, thank you for that. 13 thumbs up and 4 comments. I've read those comments there. On 6% of the votes, it's Ramsdale. You horrible people. On 13% of the votes, it is Bukayo Saka. Saka. On 10%, Martinelli. If I could vote, I would have gone for Martinelli. Like I said on the morning show, seeing how he came to Arsenal, like a ball in a China shop. He's the youngest, shiniest thing at Arsenal. Got injured, season and a half. I thought, oh my goodness, is he going to be another player that is going to be played by injuries? But no, top scorer, I think, in the Premier League with 16 goals. So he's my chosen player of the season. I never thought literally he would have come back banging the goals like he did there. And then on 71% of the votes so far, you have gone for Martin Ødegaard. Early doors, man. I need to get my 2,000 cousins to vote for Martinelli. Anyhow, Go and vote. Go and vote. Shall we continue with the new segments? Yes, I think we should. So the next new segment is in regards to, I think Guna Matters is watching. I'll talk about Guna Matters just in a moment. But Emil Smith Rowe. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, Mikel Arteta makes Emil Smith Rowe intentions clear amid transfer uncertainty. Emil Smith Rowe faces uncertain future with Arsenal after falling down the pecking order at the Emirates Stadium. Mikel Arteta having made a decision on his place at the club. The Smith Rowe has been assured that he has a long-term future despite Arsenal difficulty, and the season's just gone now. The Gunners Academy graduate looked to have an uncertain future after falling down the pecking order. The 22-year-old made just 14 appearances for Arsenal throughout the campaign. It was suggested that Smith Rowe could be sold this summer as Arsenal target a squad refresh. But according to another platform, the club have no intentions of letting him leave in the upcoming summer transfer window. The Gunners are apparently hopeful that he shines at the up-and-coming Under-21 Euros set to take place in Romania and Georgia. They will then expect him to return to London Colney for the pre-season ahead of the new season. Speaking earlier this season, Mikel Arteta sent him a simple message over how he can find a route back. Arteta said in his own words, he knows how much we love him. We know how much we missed him and how much we need his qualities and how he needs to prove it. He needs to prove how much he wants to win and how much he's going to contribute to the team to be better and win. And he's going to have to show that to get into the team. I think we have to manage his loads, but for sure he's in a position where we can throw him in the team at any moment. And then it's about how he's coping with the team in general and whether we can take him off or use him to the last few minutes of the game. I'm just kind of guessing from those comments there, he's not going to be a sure first teamer. It looks like Arteta's probably going to be using him as a bit part player. Does Smith Rowe want to be a bit part player? Bit part player? I don't think so. I really don't think so, man. But he's right. He's right. Arteta's right. I don't agree with everything that he says, but Arteta's right. Smith Rowe, you need to prove yourself. You're going to have to prove yourself and stay injury-free. Prove yourself, bro, man. You love the club, that's one thing, but you've got to prove yourself. Prove it on the pitch. Become like a barnacle. You know, a barnacle, those things, those get on the bottom of a boat. They're hard to remove, man. Pow! Oh, stay there. Stay there, man. Yeah, Smith Rowe, you need to become like a barnacle. Yeah, be difficult to drop. That can only happen when you prove your worth. Be injury-free, perform on the pitch, and score goals. Because Guna Matters loves you. Go win, I know you love Smith Rowe, man. I know he's your boy, you know what I mean? But yeah. But Arteta's right, man. There's no point in trying to keep hold of a player who's always injured. It's not going to happen. We can't afford to have any hangers-ons or have any kind of, we love this player. Got to perform on the pitch. Have to perform on the pitch. Right. I think I've missed one bit of news segment, and the news segment was about the war chest. It was about the £180 million war chest that we have, apparently. According for the summer, this is the baseline figure, which could be boosted further by the sale of players. Now, I have done a rehash of a video I did a few months ago about Nico Pepe. Nico Pepe won't happen. I don't think he's coming back, man. Won't be coming back. Nah. So £180 million, maybe £200 million and some change when we sell some players. I wouldn't like to see a Rob Holding go. There are some players that I flagged up. I said they must leave. Nuno Tavares, Nico Pepe, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. That's just three players, just to name some. Fabio Vieira. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Fabio Vieira. Guy, let him go, man. £30 million for what? For what? Nah. Sorry. So yes, Seamus report does mention Rob Holding, Kieran Tierney. No, Tierney, got to keep him. But then that goes against what I said about having players who are forever injured. Anyhow. But you know what? These are those who've been a new segment currently running on this evening show over here on Canon for a TV. So yeah, coming to the live chats. I can see it's been populated just a little bit. I won't go into live chat just yet because I'm expecting a plethora, a flood of comments coming to the live chat. Also, do not forget to click. Am I pointing in the right direction? Yes, I am. Click the like button like nobody's business. Like nobody's business. Yeah. Subscribe. You don't have to. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to. All right. What else was there I wanted to report? Actually, just what I wanted to do very quickly is just to make sure everyone is aware that we are live and direct on our Twitter feed. You probably can hear some crackling in the background. I'm doing some cooking. I had a lazy day today. I was supposed to be in the garden, do some work in the garden, but I did that last week. I might have to do some work in the garden when I go and collect my wife and come back and go into the garden and do some cooking. So I need to just double check that we are running live. Yes, we are. So let me just retweet this out. We are live. There we go. Here we go. We are live. I don't know why I did that. All right. Okay. Enough of this silliness. Grow up, Alex. Grow up. All right, so before I go into live chat, again, just let you guys know what's going to be happening for the next few days at least. So just kind of working it back. My brother doing sterling work on the watch-alongs, bro. And I think my brother's probably watching. I think he put a comment. Did he put, oh, yeah, he did. Just in more evening Ajax. Ralph, yeah, man, those watch-alongs, really good stuff. I kind of joined in with the last, I think, 3 or 4 watch-alongs. But yeah, my brother could have done it on his own. But really good work. But there will be no more watch-alongs. Why, Alex? Because the season has finished. It's finished. Yeah. And then Easy Talk. No Easy Talk this Friday. I'm giving myself a little bit of a break. I'm managing my time now. Managing my time on the channel, much like Thomas Partey. We don't manage his time on the pitch, do we? But I'm going to be managing my time. No Easy Talk this Friday. We'll be back the following Friday when I'm back at work. And then on Thursday, notice I'm working it back. This Thursday would be the last Thursday night show of the season at least. Ange, the first lady, will be doing the season-long review with women's football. And just on further from that, a few weeks from now, we're going to be doing our presentation. Yes, presentation. Which segment is your favorite segment on Canon 4 TV? We're going to have our own award ceremony. You remember we had last season? And who won last season? It was Thursday Night Football Show. Yes. So you can be voting for that, but we're a little bit away off for that. Where are we? Wednesday. I guess I'll be going live again, giving some more live news segments. And that's it. That's what's going to be happening in the next few days. Just kind of working it back. Yeah. Watch-alongs, Easy Talks, Thursday nights and the Wednesdays, and that is it. All right, I believe now we can go into the live chat now and just see. It's not been populated that much, but it's okay. That's all right. Everyone's just kind of chilling, illing. Still don't have my laptop. I should have had my laptop back this Friday. All right, so who do we have at the top of the show? We have English Conversation Club, who says, good evening to you. Granit Xhaka news. Well, I already read the news, didn't I? I read the news, read about Granit Xhaka. I think he's not going anywhere. How do I know that? I can see the future. Granit Xhaka, I think, will give Arsenal one more season. Graham, man. Come on, man. Come on. Evening is spelled with a V, not a B. Anyway. And then my brother, who was supposed to call me at midday today, says, "Yeah, evening, Ajax. Good evening. We were supposed to have a conversation today." All right, I can still hear the sizzling. I do some cooking, don't you know? I can cook. My brother says, oh no, Goodman says, hey Raz. So you went to somewhere, sure. Oh dear, Warwickshire. Warwickshire, Coventry, just that south of Midlands. Yeah, because you got Birmingham, then you got Warwickshire, yeah, Worcestershire, and Coventry over there. Somewhere, sure. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one, man. Okay. Alex, this is my synopsis. Why sell Emsafro and spend 20 plus to 30 on a similar player while we have a runner-up top scorer last season? I know. But like I said, I included Fabio Vieira in that, man. Sell him, man. I'm sorry. And the other Brazilian that we loaned out to Norwich, I forgot his name now. Why are we bringing these players only to loan them out? That, to me, I was going to say a word. No, it's not a swear word. But I'm a question mark. Edu, Brazilian, that player we loaned out to Norwich, his name escapes me, begins with R, I think. We bought him, but we loaned him out. But Fabio Vieira, man, sorry, man, we've got to sell him. But I understand what you're talking about. I completely agree. Alex, weeding out the least effective players. Yeah. Easy Matanaz, man. Somehow I just didn't think he had a future with Arsenal anyway. It's just, anyhow. Yeah, Marquinhos. Yes, that's right. Edu, what are you doing, man? Arteta, what are you doing? Weeding out. Is that supposed to be a joke? That's supposed to be in the garden? Yeah. Man, you're supposed to call me, man. You're supposed to be telling me at 12 midday. Anyhow. Let me get this back up. Now I've lost my train of thought what I was going to say. Oh, yes. I remember what I was going to say now. Guna Matters. Glenn Wynn. He has his segment on Canafoy TV. Also, you can go and subscribe to his channel, Guna Matters. I didn't leave the link in the video that came up live earlier on today. Did a video today. Controversial. But we've covered controversial issues and topics on Canafoy TV over the last 5 years anyway. But it's just another controversial topic. But I didn't cover it. Clearly covered it. What a video. You need to go over and check the video that went live maybe like 3 hours ago. Glenn will be uploading the video on his platform. But when I was editing it, I listened to it in its entirety. Some alarm bells went off in my head. Now, it's Guna Matters' opinion, but I've got to say I have an invested interest in his opinion about why Arsenal, their performance just kind of fell off the cliff. You have to check out the video. The video, not the longest, it's his shortest video that he's done, the segment. But what a video, man. What a video. And Glenn, like I said to you, man, I just kind of got the impression that you were in the zone, man, when you did that video there. How is it Arsenal just did not get the business done? Top the Premier League for 95% of the season. Then all of a sudden, those defeats, you got to check out the video. You have to check out the video. What a video. I think like 30 minutes long, but on all points, Glenwyn, you hit it on the head on all points. And again, when I looked at the video, I was thinking, you got a point there. And you've got a point there. and there and there. Anyhow, I thought I'd get it off my chest, man. Go over and subscribe to Guna Matters. Yeah. Sends shivers down my spine, man. Anyway. Gabriel Solano, you know what I'm going to do? I'm definitely going to call your father. Pura vida, Gabriel. I need to call your father because I know it's been a while. And for those of you, you won't know this. I lived in Costa Rica for 2 years. I was living and working over there. A particular person was my student. I had my English school, stroke conversation club for Costa Ricans to come, study, and improve their English. Also, I took the conversation part of my school. But Benicio was one of my students. So Benicio is the father of Gabriel Solano. So Gabriel, tell your father I will definitely be calling him. I always keep saying that, but I do need to call him. I will call him once I finish this show over here. I hope he's keeping well. And tell him he needs to keep eating fish, man. He knows what I'm talking about. God damn me. Good Matters goes on to say, Glenn, when it is, says, Alex, is party the Ben White? I know what you're talking about. Thomas Partey is Thomas Partey, and Ben White is Ben White. And Mikel Arteta, I don't know what he was thinking, man. I don't know what he was thinking. What? But you've kind of you've spoken about that on your video. Guys, you've got to check out the video. You have to check out the video. But answer your question, no, he's not. It's cooking up a storm to the board. And nah, I tell you what, Ralph. You know, I think I said this on the Easy Talk. Now, sometimes some of the criticisms that I get on a channel from subscribers or viewers is that, oh, but Alex, you always criticizing the manager. You know, why is it you're always saying that? Why couldn't you have a plan B? You know, have a passage of play. You make it sound so easy, and you've never managed. Of course, I've never managed, and I understand it's not easy. I understand that. But when you can see something has happened over and over and over again, and your inner circle are not telling you, Alex, you're about to go over the cliff, and you go over the cliff, and you think, oh, why didn't anybody tell me? It's the same thing being played out over and over again. Your mind should tell you that if I'm doing this, and I'm getting that result, but I want to get this result, but I'm getting this result. You've got to change something. Your mind should tell you that. And the people around you, if they really love you and respect you, they should tell you, actually, Alex, I'm going to tell you this because if you don't listen to this, you're going to end up going over the cliff. Arteta is doing the same thing because he's not learned the lesson personally. He's not learning about himself. And as for the people around him, there's a big question mark to be asked. Why are they not telling him, hey, Gaff, boss, Arteta, Mikel, don't do that, because doing this will end up getting this result every single time. You want to get this? You got to change that. Do you really want to get this? Do you really? Then you need to listen. Then you need to change something. So I'm not saying that because I think coaching or managing is easy. I know it's not easy. But I'm looking at it from a supporter's point of view. I support Arsenal. I want the best for Arsenal. But stop doing that, hoping to get a different result, a different end result. It's not happening. And I've spoken about this before. What does he need to do? Change of ownership. Have a plan B. Have a strong backroom. Recruitment. All those things I've spoken about before. And if you don't know it, check it out. Stop doing this and expecting a different result. Do something different. That's my little rant. Afternoon, folks. Afternoon, it's but I hope you're keeping well. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it. I tell you what, I know when we first, because I think you covered live shows for me. Or I think you were doing pre-recorded stuff for me, just to cover a particular segment. And I said to you, but you know what, Glenn Wynn, it's a little bit long-winded. Try and keep it short. You don't want to try and keep and retain the attention of the viewers. You don't want them falling off and saying, okay, yeah, all right. Keep it short and simple. But this 30-minute video that you did, for me, encapsulated the whole season. I couldn't have done that in 13 minutes. I've been gassing on. I've been talking for 35 minutes. But in 13 minutes, I thought, oh, my goodness. And when you got to the midway point and you spoke about what you spoke about there, I thought, oh, my goodness. And that's what you want. As a content creator, you tell a story. Some people will have a vested interest in the story and some people won't. But those people who have a vested interest in your story and are return viewers, those are the people that we need to be speaking to because they listen to us. But I thought when you got to the halfway point, I thought, oh, where's Glenn going with this? Where is Glenn going, man? I thought, what? And that captured my attention. And guys, you're thinking, what is Alex talking about, man? What is he talking about? Check out the video that Guna Matters did on the platform. Oh my goodness, what a video. Controversial. Might get the channel broken down or closed down. Broken down, closed down. That's right, I said it. All right. We invested in a squad to get top 4, not to win the league. The surprise was we were winning league with a squad developed to win top 4. Got it. Understood. Next season will be tough. We will be tough. Liverpool, you know, one of my wife's favorite players, Luis Diaz, a Colombian, happens to be Colombian. Colombian people love him until he moves to another club. They suffer some injuries, right? And Jurgen Klopp, you know, with this pressing game they had, they pressed this much, and they've lost some players as well. I think Robert Firmino will be leaving. Sane, Sadio Mane left. But they're going to become strong next season. Man United, now Champions League. Man City, those players. Maybe Chelsea. Chelsea, I don't think so. Chelsea, no. So this probably will be would have been the best opportunity for us to win the Premier League. I have no doubt we are going to strengthen. We will strengthen. But if you're going to ask me now, Alex, who do you think is going to win the Premier League next season? It won't be Arsenal. But then who's it going to be, Alex? It will be Man City. It will be Man City because they are hungry, they are determined, they have an experienced manager who's been there, done it. They also have players who've been there and done that, and they are also continuously hungry. And I spoke to my brother the other day about the players. You look at the players that they have sold or the players that they've retired, and yet 5 Premier League titles in 6 seasons. How is that possible? Well, with money, yes. But, you know, money is money. It's how you use the money. Oh, but football fair play rules. I'm not interested in football fair play. There is infringements. I'm not interested in that. And I'm sure Pep Guardiola is also not interested in that. He's there to coach and manage the players and win as many trophies as he can as possible. But Man City are winning the Premier League next season. Arsenal maybe might make top 4. Mark it today. Today's the 30th, the 30th of May. They will not be winning the Premier League. And I know what I'm saying here is going to upset people watching on a repeat or watching live. Nah. If Arteta keeps doing this, but he's thinking he wants to get that, we won't be winning the Premier League anytime soon. I never rant. Small squad, Ola Donkey, good morning, good afternoon to you. Got tired at the end of the season. Tired bodies and minds. Well, Ola Donkey, you need to check out the video that Guna Matters did there. I'm not sure. Right, Guna Matters has just Guna Matters, is that your channel, wasn't it? Yes, it is. It's your channel. If you're still listening, can you put a link to the video that you did in the live chat? So Oladonke can understand, yeah, tired bodies, tired minds, no rotation. But if you listen to what Gunamata said, oh my goodness. Talk about a hot topic, man. Woo! The only improvements is winning the league next season. Only thing else is an improvement. Get ready for the excuses. Bayern are speaking with Rice. Well, yeah, apparently he's already spoken to Thomas Tuchel. A sign with allegedly guaranteed. Well, I remember around January, February time, he was spoken about as our priority for the summer. I was thinking for the summer, sign the player now. Sign him now. Don't wait until the summer, because anything can happen between the winter and the summer. Days come and goes, the weather changes, players get injured. If it's a priority, then surely sign him during the winter, the January transfer window. I tell you what, the mind boggles, man. Kinnebrand argued with Pep. The team still won. Absolutely. Winning mentality. Winning mentality. Do you know what? I'm looking at this. Change the faces. Mikel Arteta is the coach and manager. Let's just say, I don't know, he's arguing with Starboy. Do you think Starboy will probably stay at Arsenal still? Because you know Arteta doesn't like his players. I argue with him, does he? You argue with me, you're out the door. Oh, lordy. Question, if we can develop a squad to get top 4, why wasn't it developed to win the Premiership? This is really the question. Thoughts, if any, Alex? I'm going to let Guna Matters talk about that. Because, again, I don't want to bang on about this, but he did a video this afternoon that I edited and put it on our platform. Controversial video, yes. But for me, the light went off in my head. I was thinking, yeah, how was it 95% of the season top the Premier League? Yeah, I get it. I understand rotation, lack of rotation, tired players. But you got to check out the video. You have to check out the video. Whoops. Arteta's not in charge of everything. He needs a serious scouting staff, financial backing to get his top targets early in the window, spend the budget on Caicedo and Rice. But Oladonke, like I just said a few moments ago, it was reported in January that Arsenal were looking at Declan Rice as the priority in the summer. I was thinking, in the summer, sign the player now. Sign him now. Doesn't make any sense. You're saying about this player here? Sign him now. Get. I understand what you're saying. He can't do it all himself. He can't do everything, which is why you have your number 2, which is why you have a coaching staff, which is why you have, like now, nutritionists, well-being consultants to speak to the players about their well-being. So I understand the bigger picture. But if people are not performing, if people are not able to do their job, and if you yourself cannot listen to what people are saying to you, then of course it's not going to work. It won't work. So something is not right there. Something is not right. The link is posted in the comments of the video. Of this platform. Okay. Arsenal quite literally baffles. As my mum would say, sense is not common, isn't it? It's not common sense. It doesn't apply to everyone. Oladonke, Arteta has some say in that. Get the players over the line. Don't give West Ham an opportunity to create a bidding war. And I said that on my video I did this morning. Arsenal will not want to get into a bidding war. What's happened now? Bayern Munich, they want to put in a bid of £95 million, then Arsenal are out. Arsenal are not going to get involved in a bidding war. Now, you might say, well, maybe a ballpark figure of £80 million. Arsenal will not get involved. £80 million, the most that was spent, Nico Pepe, £72 million. And you know how that one went. You know how it went. You say it, mean it by your action. Declan Rice, priority. Summer transfer window, get it done now. Get it done now. Alex, better batten down the hatches. Fans is going. Oh, you're joking, man. Hey, what about the phone call, man? You got to call me, man. Dear. He had to learn his lesson in January with Mudryk. Oh, don't even go there, man. Mudryk. But, we're talking about signings, but what about when it comes to certain games? Huh? You remember you come up against Unai Emery before he went to Aston Villa? Yeah, second leg, Villarreal, what happened? Played a false 9? Excuse me? What? Not learning the lesson. And you know what? For me personally, it goes down to your backroom staff and the people you have around you. People who will stand up to you and say, what you did there. Because I can say this to you because, we have this relationship or this friendship or whatever it is. What you did there didn't work. Don't do it again. That's what it goes to. The people who he has around him who may be scared to say what everyone is thinking. You know what? You've got to have those people around you. Even for me, my wife would tell me certain things that I won't want to hear. Even my sister would tell me things that I won't want to hear. Maybe my brother won't tell me what I want to hear. But you've got to have those people around you. They will tell you things that that you need to hear, but you don't want to hear. That's what it goes to. Oh dear. Signing him now is 100% career. I believe someone is causing a sabotage. Got it, Edu, Abinai, the Cronkies. Oh, the donkey, man, you need to check out the video that Guna Matters did. Check out the video. Off. Have you ever tried to hold a hot potato? No, I don't want it, man. That video there is like a hot potato. That's a hot potato video there, man. Matters, Arteta has the final say and the management does what he asked them to do. We are not getting Declan Rice or Caicedo. Watch what Arsenal going to do during the summer transfer window. I'm telling you for a fact. Point one, Granit Xhaka is staying for one more season. He's staying for one more season. Declan Rice, we're not getting Declan Rice. We might go for James Maddison, mind you, but he's not the archetypal midfielder that we need. Caicedo, who knows? Who knows? What else did he say there? Oh, God, my goodness, this transfer window. Talk about a watershed moment. This transfer window, again, will show us what kind of ambition the owners of the club have. What kind of ambition and experience Edu and Arteta have. And where they're trying to take Arsenal. We are not going to win the Premier League next season. We're going to strengthen. Of course we are. But strengthen in what departments? Is it going to take us to the promised land? No. Nah. You heard it here first. 49 minutes and strong going. You're doing this, you get this result, but you're saying that you want this end result? You're doing that because you want this result, or you've been told to do that to get that end result. I'm telling you, that's what it is. That's what's happening over here. I've got to go and collect my wife, man. Alex, listen, today in our meeting, I told my boss, stop being so secretive. Just be open. Then we will do what you ask. Do you know what? How many times I've actually said that? I've confronted, because I worked in education, social care, and my bosses with not heads, which have meant they've said, Alex, there is the exit door. There is the door, Alex. If you don't like what we're doing, then there is the door. And I've arrived at this point where now, well, no, it's not now, but people have respected me because they know I'm experienced, I get results, but I will tell you something you won't want to hear. But a boss has to be open to listening to the workers. And it hasn't always been the case where I've worked. But yeah, man. God, yeah. I'm telling you, Arteta has people around him who are just, whatever you say, boss. Yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right, boss. Yes. Those are not the kind of people that you want around you. You want people to challenge you. Again, tell you things that you think, what? You're telling me? Oh, actually, you're right. I'm about to go off the cliff. That's the cliff. Go in the opposite direction. But I'm telling you, it's the people around Mikel Arteta is making it so. We don't need a bunch of yes men around Mikel Arteta. Anyway, I've got a few more minutes, man. I need to go. I've got to go. Spend most of the budget on the top 2 targets now. So many good players available on a free. So, Ola Donkey, who do you think Mikel Arteta should go in the market, come the summer transfer window and buy? You said 2 top targets. On 2 targets. Who are these targets, in your opinion? So I was just going to ask you about Xhaka's situation. Xhaka's staying, man. Granit Xhaka ain't going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. You know, they're already in the corner concocting something, Mikel Arteta and Granit Xhaka. Again, I'm going to say this as a headline. I'm not Granit Xhaka's biggest fan, but when you've got, and there's no doubt Arteta has gotten the best out of Granit Xhaka. It's fact. He's had his best season so far. 1 out of 6. No, 1 out of 7. It's not a good return. But I'm telling you now, Granit Xhaka is not going anywhere. 1 more season, please, Granit Xhaka. 1 more season, then you can go. He's not going anywhere. Question, wasn't Edu in the job before Arteta got anywhere? Yeah, he was, because Edu, again, did an interview with he was mentioned about Unai Emery, that Unai Emery couldn't see a clear plan. The only thing you had to do, Edu, is look at Unai Emery's trophy cabinets. Trophy cabinets. Vastly more experience, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to. Don't fall for it, Alex. Don't fall for it. We've been there before. Oh, come on, move it. I've got to go soon, people. I've got to go 6 p.m. UK time. So I am in his subordinate, and he has to listen to us on the floor. Oh, right. Well, yes. I thought for a moment said insubordinate. You insubordinate person, you. And now he will listen to what our opinion is. So Mikel Arteta needs to get a better dugout staff room. Absolutely, man. We've been saying, I think we've seen it for the last 2 seasons. I know he's been in with us for 3.5 seasons, but I've been saying that he needs a strong number 2. Anyway, breathe, Alex, breathe. Ozil, Czech, Alba, Pep, Laka, Saka, Waka, Shaka. Out of Europe, Carabao Cup, Premier League. That looks like the wrong consistency to me. What do you think, guys? Well, let everybody else respond to my brother's question there. But Ralph, let me ask you this question. Well, actually, all of you are watching now. Is it not about wanting your club to win trophies? Getting the best talent, seeing the coach or the manager coach those players there, and winning trophies. FA Cup, wonderful, but that was Unai Emery's players there who won the FA Cup. And again, I'm not on a bandwagon about, Arteta out. No. Don't get it twisted. But as a supporter, I want my club to challenge and win major trophies, major honours. Unai Emery, his cabinet's full of trophies. Mikel Arteta, yes. FA Cup, Charity Shield, yes. I get it. But the process is the process. Believe the process. The process is no good if it cannot manufacture and guarantee but win trophies. The process is just the process. What is the process, by the way? If the process is just to get rid of, unruly players are just here, mercenaries, then the process won. It worked. If the process was to get us back in the Champions League, then it won. But the process has to yield trophies, in my personal opinion. It has to win us trophies, and it's not done that. So we've got to change this to that. That has to yield trophies for us. Come on, goodness, we are 12 in here, but only 6 likes. Gently touch. Well, I guess maybe they don't like what I'm delivering to the congregation. The congregation. Caicedo and Rice. Do you know what? I can go for that. I can suffer the indignity of not buying a striker. We could probably talk about Ivan Toney. Can't play until January, which means we might have to go in the market in January to buy him. Maybe not about now. But we need to shore up the midfield, because the midfield has just been opening the doors. Yeah, lads, go have a charge on the defense and score a goal. Thomas Partey, you cannot play him for the entirety of the season. You've got to manage his game time. Do you hear what I say? We have to manage Thomas Partey. If he's going to stay with us, manage him better. Much like Saka. Got to manage him better. And Thomas Partey is not a right back. But I can go with that. Moises Caicedo and a Declan Rice, but that is going to cost the earth to get these 2 players. So I'm not sure how I feel about £180 million just blown like that on 2 players. That's a tough one. Good matters. He doesn't like to hear his opinion is wrong. No, he doesn't. Mikel Arteta and the X-Man sitting on the ball on training and contemplating what to do. Granit Xhaka is not going anywhere. Granit Xhaka is staying for one more season, because I think on his current contract, I think there is an option to extend for one more season. Granit Xhaka is not going anywhere, man. So don't, anyway, catch it on loan, on a free loan, Frankfurt. Get him now before the Spurs get him. Excellent backup to Gabriel and William Saliba. Goals and winning silverware is the name of the game, Alex. We can't be okay and happy with just good football. Do you know what? Good matters. Going. Do you know what came to mind after I listened to your video? I was saying, man, why didn't you say that on the Easy Talk? Oh, maybe actually, because sometimes when you are sleeping or you're doing work, when your mind's relaxed, that's when your mind opens and you think, oh, yeah. So, I'll let you off, man. So maybe at that time, the Easy Talk, you weren't thinking about what you said in the video there. But I was thinking, oh, man, that would have been, that what you spoke about there, yeah, it would have been fantastic for the Easy Talk. But anyway, it's done. It's dusted. I've got to go soon, guys. An hour. I've been gabbing on for. Do you think the players are totally on board with this process? Personally, I'm not so sure. No, I think they are. I think wherever the coach goes, whichever direction they are with him. They have a vested. I can say honestly, from my opinion, I think wherever Arteta goes, I mean whichever club they go to, but whatever plan he has, they will have a vested interest and do whatever they can with that plan. Unfortunately, it's only one plan. What do you think? Assemble. Something has to happen for him to budge. Somebody or his line manager must open his eyes. Who's his line manager? Who is he responsible? Who is he? Who does he have to? Yeah, who does he answer to? And the thing is, what I'm trying to say, Glenwen, is he's doing exactly what he's been asked to do. Again, that's going to upset a lot of people. He's doing exactly what he's been asked to do. We have a newbie, Cannon Club. Welcome to you, my friend. Short in the midfield for sure. This priority, absolutely. I completely agree. So yeah, I've said ballpark figure, maybe £200 million. Spending the majority of the budget on 2 players. Declan Rice, Moises Caicedo. Yeah, but with the attacking, I've got no qualms, really. I've got no qualms. You've spread the responsibility amongst 4 or 5 players. I've got no qualms with that. I mean, you could probably say, well, why don't we go out and buy an out-and-out striker who can guarantee you 20-plus goals? Yeah, then you change the dynamics, don't you? You change the dynamics because we're no Man City. We don't have a Erling Haaland who guarantees you 1,000 goals a season. That's a joke, by the way. But then if you're going to go in the market for an out-and-out striker, it might change the dynamics or what Mikel Arteta is trying to do. What is he trying to do? But yeah. 2 players, shore up the midfield, yes. I wish Xhaka would stay. No! Cannon Club, why? But anyway, mind you, he's not going anywhere. Granit Xhaka is not going anywhere. Maybe Josh should move the envelope. So perhaps for him to accept the change has to happen. People, just a few more because I do have to go. Good matters. The way he has dealt with AZ Manos is outrageous and extremely controlling. Yeah. The way I could see things going, I just couldn't get the feeling that Maitland-Niles had a future at Arsenal. You might say, well, what Guendouzi? He can get Tony cheaper if we get him now. Of course. But then you have to suffer the indignity that, remember, he can't play until January, like 7-8 months. Is that a hit we're willing to pay? I would buy Ivan Toney now. As soon as the window's open, pow! Here's the money. Ivan Toney, ka-ching. Oops, no, not ka-ching. Ivan Toney, welcome to Arsenal. Alex alluded to it to Raz on the watch along. Yes, I agree, Ralph. My wife's going to kill me. I'm going to be running late. I'm to go and get at 6:30, man. Hey, that's you know what I'm about, man. It's always to win. Premier League, FA Cup, Super Cup, flipping. Tiddly wins if we won everything, but that's my mentality. Yeah, okay. I just have to ask a question, man. I don't know. I don't have no yes people over here. You know, I mean, I get being told, why are you doing this, Alex? You shouldn't be doing that. Why are we doing this, Alex? And I say, shut up. I'm the boss here. I'm the boss. Anyway, if we was asked to that, then the question is posed to that person who instructed him to end the season this way. I'm saying nothing. 20 million on 2 center kids sounds like a madness, but it will show the rest of the league we are serious. And that is all. Well, apart from I want our club to win major honours. But I think we need to break the ceiling. We've been burnt once. And we didn't ask for Nico Pepe. He wanted Wilfried Zaha, and they gave him Nico Pepe. So current record signing is that player £72 million, but I get the feeling that they're. But not only that, Arsenal have not been renowned for spending the money. But now it's time to spend the money on quality players. Don't tell me you're bringing these players like Marquinhos, sorry, Fabio Vieira, sorry. One's been loaned out to Norwich, the other one, I don't know, man, Fabio Vieira, need to sell them. You need to sell him. Nuno Tavares, sorry, needs to be sold. Maitland-Niles doesn't have any career now at Arsenal, have to sell him. And some other players as well. But we need to show a message of intent. But all the other clubs will improve. We're going to improve. But I think this is probably our best season yet to win the Premier League. And we fell short. Oh, how we fell short. Not good. Not good. Welcome, Cannon Club. The new kit is a Jedi mind trick while Xhaka stays with us for another season. I'm not buying any more new merchandise of Arsenal. Xhaka has to stay, but Defo would be a second option. We must improve on him. That's all right. Okay. And yeah, I mean, Moises Caicedo, maybe James Maddison, not so much. There was reports apparently that Mikel Arteta is trying to train up Emma Smith Rowe in the number 8. He's not good at defending. No. And why do we have to modify and ask Emma Smith Rowe to change up the way he plays? If we can't define what position Smith Rowe should play, use that to our advantage. We can't define him, play him. The opposition were thinking, okay, how are we going to defend against a player who we can't define? Use that to our advantage. He's not a number 10, definitely not a number 8, not a number 6, maybe not a number 11. Does he play on the wing? Can he play in the middle? Where does he play? Use that to our advantage. But yeah, as a second option, Xhaka ain't going anywhere, man. He's not going anywhere. Question. Who would have as Mikel Arteta's back rooms? Oh, who would you have? Anyone who is strong in character. Anyone who's strong in character, experience, can question the boss and let the boss think and mull over his initial decision. And the backroom staff or number 2. All right, so there you go. I've got to go, man. I've just got a message from the wife. He said, "Come and get me. Come and get me." I've got to go. I've got to go. Dearie me. Just a couple more. Can you name the back staff exactly? Steinberg, Steve Round, and the guy who's part of the well-being, Carlos Cuesta. The Spanish young guy, I think he's in his mid-20s. So these are 3 people who I know of. And these guys, they're not people to question. I can see it in the character. They don't have the character, strength of character to question Mikel Arteta. And Mikel Arteta is not the kind of person to be open-minded to listen to them anyway. Yeah, Steinberg, Steve Round, Carlos Cuesta, and who else is there? Guys, I have got to go. But truth be told, an hour and 5 minutes is more than enough time to have 3 rants in one show, man. George Graham, somewhere in the background, perhaps. Ram Bronkhurst. I'll let my brother have the last say, actually. Ralph, they are all they're all one in the game. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Cannon Club, thank you for the sub. Thank you for that indeed. And what else was there? Just the last one. That's why Nketiah is here. If we can't work out what he does. How can the opposition know? You had to say it, didn't you? You had to say that. Anyway, I've got to run. I've got to go and get my wife. And but I'll be back tomorrow morning, a double header tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening, talking about, no doubt, maybe Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka ain't going anywhere. Granit Xhaka is staying for one more season at Arsenal. Is that such a bad thing? I'll let you answer that question. Anyhow, this has been Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.